Here's 5 quick ways to save weight and save space in your rucksack when you're doing tactical stuff. First thing, break down your rations. The Army typically issues out, MREs or whatever ration pack you get. It doesn't really matter. The reality is you can usually break that down quite a bit. Take out all the guts, take out all the extra trash and cardboard and whatnot that you don't want, and turn it into something much more compact. You can duct tape it together. You may even be able to pull this out and say the nut mix is going to go in your pocket. And just make it smaller overall, because there's always guts and stuff in there that you don't actually want. Next, most packing lists try to get you to carry an extra pair of boots in case your boots get wet. Naturally, wet socks, wet boots is very problematic in the field environment, but instead of bringing an extra pair of boots, just bring the extra inner soles of the same boot. I have always used Rocky boots, so I have so many extra insoles and just hang on to them every time you have to throw out an old pair of boots. The boot insoles is really what hangs on to the most of the moisture, so if you can swap that out, your boots will dry out quicker and you won't get new dry socks soaking wet immediately after replacing them. Next, we have paracord, or you could use bank line. Paracord is great. It has the inner guts and everything, so if you just have paracord and that's what's issued to you, you can yank out all the guts and everything so that you can make this whole thing much more compact. At the cost of its load carrying capacity. But if you're able to pick out your own kit ahead of time, bank line is very effective. It's a little bit thinner. It binds up very well against itself, but this is the same length of cordage in a much, much smaller package. And it's probably plenty strong for everything you would ever need to do in the field. Next, we have ammunition. After you have your existing ammo fighting load, if you want to add more ammunition, it may be tempting to just throw extra loaded mags in your ruck. You probably don't want to do that. Instead, carry stripper clips. Stripper clips are much more compact. You can reload your existing magazines with them, and then once you fight and once you use them, the load will actually reduce over time instead of just being left with empty magazines that you have to carry around with you. And then lastly, we talked about this a little bit in the last video, Crossload spare and specialty gear. Not everybody needs to have a weapons cleaning kit at all times. Maybe not everybody needs to have an e-tool. Or, a lot of times everyone likes to carry extra flashlight, extra knife, extra multi-tool, extra batteries. It's unlikely that everybody is going to need their backup. Maybe make it so that, you have buddy teams, and everybody in that buddy team, you have extra sets, extra whatever, but not everybody needs to have all those different items as backups, because that's just so much extra weight that you don't need to carry. And then last one, here's a bonus for you. Rather than carrying a whole roll of duct tape, instead what you can do is just wrap a little bit around a pen. And then you have this, a few yards of it, what you'll actually probably end up needing in the field whenever you need it.